98.1, simply the best.
From New Englandville studio, good morning and welcome to the final edition of the program Good Morning Salon for this week. We come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Today, na Friday, October 2, 2020. We will bring you this Friday edition of the program Good Morning Salon. Musa Kamara, na my name.
And Mina Khadija Bangura, good morning. Inside the program this Friday morning, the First Lady, Mrs. Fatima Bio, don't give medicine them to the 34 military hospital. Also, a promise for support this hospital for maintained standard. The European Union, through the National Authorizing Office, don't give form. Alright, we sorry for that each day. I'll go over the second headline again. The European Union, through the National Authorizing Office, don't give form to Kadem, we cost over 100,000 euro to the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education as part of the EU's support project to the education sector na Salon. And today inside the program, we go look inside different organizations them where they work for help picking and old people them all over the country.
Well, these and plenty other stories them did at the program for you, plus the Minister of Information and Communication, Mohamed Rahman Swari, say the difference between the Commission of Inquiry we President Bio set up and the past one them. Now that this Commission of Inquiry get rules them we the defend them. Members say they listen we live on the internet on www.radiodemocracy.sl, courtesy of Osiwa and powered by AfriCell. The program na Good Morning Salon and same way so they listen to Win and Radio Malen 88.5 and Radio 1G 11.1 and other stations them across the country. The program na Good Morning Salon, you can be part of one by way you can send a text message to the number 0779819181. 0779819181 are the number for sending text message and be part of the program Good Morning Salon. As you hear from one Power headline today, we talk to different organizations that we work for help picking and old people in the country, and one of the organizations there na Dora Tony Fund Organization for the Aged. And for sake of that, I want to welcome the founder and CEO for this organization, Doreen Barry, inside the program. Good morning and welcome to the program Good Morning Salon.
Thank you very much.
Okay, continue for the with you. We can to you inside the program Good Morning Salon.
Alright, so they continue with the program Good Morning Salon, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. The first issue we'll go look at inside the program this morning, outside the Executive Director for Health for All Coalition, Charles Mambu, don't call on government for set up the appeal court quick one so that people where they name they inside the white paper and allege say they be thief government couple go appeal. Now the Court of Appeal for clear the name them. They talk this inside one interview with Radio Democracy where they talk about the organization in position for sake of the white paper report where government been pulled this BNTM, we get name of people where the Commission of Inquiry been point say be misuse Salon couple and the organization them. Charles Mambu talk more to Musa S. Kamara inside this interview.
In the white paper, they include my name, Charles Mambu, as one of those people wait for pay money, even though the white paper not state the money, and we look that inclusion, as very unfortunate because as far as we know, the money in questions. Now, one way we board of directors, we don't pay them 1 year in 2017 before the establishment of the Commission of Inquiry. The records are there. A month to the end of the commission will then also be invited through the state prosecutor lawyer Robin Mason. And as the law permits, anybody will then be invited. First they go see him, interview him before they go before the judge, if necessary. So the day we they invite you, on that very day we were there with all our legal team and all the documents. We make available to state prosecutor lawyer Robin Mason and in team, and they went through all the documents, the receipts, payment, voucher, transfer. At the end of it all, they even say, no, Mr. Mambu, you have no case to answer. This matter, as far as we are concerned, is long completed, so we'll not forgo. So they not even allow way from that point to see the judge. Then, so in our view, that was also the end of that matter.
The end of the matter when I name the white paper
Yeah, in
as
fact,
somebody we or institution we get
payback.
for payback.
In fact,
But
that
now before we go further, somebody will listen now go on for know how the loan come about and how we pay 'em.
yeah, well, this loan start from the period where we the fight against Ebola. You know, when the Auditor General report we come on, then we mention say, even though we submit all our retirement for whatever resources or fund we get from Ministry of Health, you know, for fight Ebola, there was a portion where it say they not see any document where they show say we don't take a loan of 169,900,000 who don't report them back. That one was also a subject of discussions. You know, Parliament call, we go through them. The Minister of Health then he accepted that it was transparent. And Auditor General also accept, you know, he did at the document on page 8 that they audited all we retirement, including the loan amount. Yes, the Parliament be say no, we not for refund this amount. You will be appeal against that decision. The document in the Attorney General office and the then Speaker of Parliament then. While we were waiting for the outcome of that appeal, our board directed that you obey and report and you have to pay. And we began resources, you know, to do that. So the board ensure that we start the process for refund that money. And between the 5th of September 2016 to the 2nd of August 2017, the entire loan amount of 160,900,000 was paid to that account where I show Wunana Bank of Sierra Leone through a bank transfers from the First International Bank when I will bank as them, and the receipts were all, you know, sent to Parliament, sent to Office of the Attorney General, and also sent to Minister of Health and Sanitation.
Now, when I go for appeal before the Commission of Inquiry, then tell una say una no get business there. But still, at the end of the day, the white paper report when a product of the Commission of Inquiry when a name appear, still una things go wrong.
It's right possible that the engagement with them be gave with we, they not be passed on the document and the information to the honorable judge.
Now, what's in now na next action or what's in now na call now to
Well,
government?
we they follow what His Excellency the President BOB say where he launch the report. That is, whoever is aggrieved like us, you know, totally aggrieved, you use the law. And this time we are also following the rule of law. So we are requesting humbly the government through the Attorney General for speed up the establishment of the appeal court, because as I talk to you, our lawyers have done, you know, almost all the paperwork, you know, and put all the files together to take it to the appeal court. So now we want, you know, the government also for let, you know, delay, because there are people whose name, you know, have been used, unfortunately, and they need to clear it through the court of law. So we are requesting government to speed up the establishment of the appeal court so that we and any other person that is aggrieved will use the rule of the law through the court system.
The Executive Director for Health for All Coalition, Charles Mambo, be they talk inside an interview day to Musa Kamara, also call on government for set up the appeal court quick one, so that people with their name they inside the white paper say them be take government corp or go appeal na the court for clear the name them. The program na Good Morning Salon, they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. Still inside people they will get issue, but they name them within the white paper. The first time Minister of Information and Communication, Honorable Mohamed Bangura, say he ready for appeal against the white paper we come out this BNTM, because the paper say it take over $100 million from the National Telecommunications Commission, NATCOM, for go conference where this according to not so true. This make it say they gonna appeal court for clear a name. Well, instead talk more to Musa S. Kamara inside this interview.
The white paper reports when it comes to Mohamed Bangura is wrong, based on no evidence whatsoever, and he reached a conclusion to convict me that me for pay the money.
Now, for somebody where they listen for only the basis of the conclusion or the Commission of Inquiry findings against you as an individual during your term as Minister of Information and Communication, are that you collect money from NATCOM where somebody go collect them for you, and now person in name at the check instead of the ministry, and you use this money, you see they go ICT conference.
My brother, I not collect or exchange any money with Paul Sandy, the permanent secretary, and Mr. Newman, the accountant. So when they can say they give me money from NatCom, I say they not give me no money. Because we get normal procedure, standard procedure.
So for you, you not receive any money from NatCom on 3 occasions for go conference?
I not receive no money. Make I tell you, this na so the ministry they operate. If I get conference for go attend, now in the PS they pull the conference. You do the paper, the memo. When time they reach for go, they count me tickets and count the per diem. And the per diem, and the accountants they come meet me. They come meet me, assign for them. Assign for the per diem where I they take. So every single money where transact between me and the ministry, go to the Ministry of Information and Communication, assign for them. They records the day. This money where they talk about, Mr. Newman say he give me 45,000 first. He say me send him na NatCom for go take this money. When he reach na NatCom, you go find out say the name where they per the payment slip na in your name, na they in object according to the reports of the job. Na they in object. Na they in call me. Na they me call the director of finance. One Mr. Conte, na NatCom, tell and say for pay the money, me and go conference. The director of finance, when Mr. Newman don't mention his name na the commission, they summon him na the commission. He can at the commission. They ask him, if he may ever call him. The man said, no, I not even sabi the man with me eye.
Now, you deny all these findings of the commission. One thing where possible they listen to you now go ask. The commission been give opportunity for every persons of interest for get representation. Why you not make them defense here during the proceedings day, or you not been get the chance for go make them defense here?
Of course, that make I say the commissioner endanger my credibility.
What do you mean?
I go na the commission and my lawyer cross-examine me. Then lawyer Mr. Roboskoa, he cross-examine me about that money. I explain. I tell him, say, I don't sabi about no money. No money. I say, if they count documents na the commission, they say no. How come they say they give me money? Well, they not give me money. My brother, them 2 gentlemen there, so they not count a single shred of evidence.
Mohamed Bangura, one thing where the president where they launch the white paper, now that people for refund their money, or if you're not glad, you go court. Then to decision, who's why they follow?
As I talk to you, my brother Musa, my lawyer on Monday and Tuesday, they go na appeal courts with me case. Me just delay this premise that if you say give Mohamed Bangura money, you the permanent secretary, you have over 30 years experience. You know the method, the procedure in which they give minister money. You don't go take this money the first day, one time. On a different date, you can't give the minister for attend a conference. In any case, whose conference they wait, that they go spend 40,000, 50,000, 100,000. You don't give the minister this money. You, the permanent secretary, know the procedure. The minister no agree sign. That don't pass. The second time, you go pull another $50,000. Not to 50 million, no. $50,000. You can't give the minister for go conference. You not bring the conference papers there. The minister, you not ask him for sign. The minister refuse for sign. You get the money, you turn back. The other time, you go bring $100,000. You can't give, no, Musa, wait for. You can't give the same minister. The same minister refuse for sign. You not go report this matter to your superior for say, hey, so they happy with my minister. You not do them at all. You not do at all. You not get no records for that. You not get no financial records with me and with dealings.
So in conclusion, Mohamed Bangura is going to court, or you pay the money?
I am going to court. I am going to free.
Alright, that's now Honorable Mohamed Bangura be the end the interview there. Also I confirm to Musa Kamara say they go na the appeal court because of a name where the white paper say it been take over $100 million from NatCom for go conference. Where this according to Ram is say not to true.
The program is still listening to now Good Morning Saloon, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. As you hear from we headline earlier today inside the program, we they talk to organizations them we they work for support old people and picking them. And earlier at the studio Abidom welcome the founder and CEO for Dowa Tony organization for the age way na Doreen Barry, we the launching organization for the aged tomorrow. As we all know, the care for old age people now one of the social challenge them na Salon and Dowa Foundation for the Age. Now one of the organizations them we don't come for can support them because well inside the studio I get the CEO and founder for this organization as then they launch tomorrow they can tell we more detail but good morning once more, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I don't tell listeners say the Dowantoni Fund organization for the age now one way they launch tomorrow and for assist people with old age people them. Now tell me more about this organization and the intention of for come up with and how it work.
Okay, this organization, organization where we set up for see how we go talk on behalf of all people them now this country. We all know say for a long time now, when it come to old people, much not they be say about them. It's like many people don't tend for turn them back against them, looking at them say because they're old. So maybe people no need for talk about them. But one way or the other, them people are not people them way they be ones don't care for we, and this is the time they need we most. This is the time they need we love, they need we support, they need we care, and because of that, we think and say, let we get an advocacy organization where they can seek the welfare and also the rights of all people in the salon.
All right, Doreen, before we can talk about you advocacy drive where you don't decide for take up, let me go back to some of the reasons them. In as much as you don't see one of the reasons that you find out say old people them at this part of the world now one we not can get that much care where they need, especially when they can reach certain stage. For let you take up such a venture, say me as a woman journalist, I want to go into this. What really inspire you apart from that care where you notice say then old people you know they get?
I think firstly I go say one, me na me granny na raise me up, me na granny picking, as think if I to we granny the men. And two, because I get so much passion for do this, and the thing will lead to this also. Next year I be the plan for see how we get a big birthday celebration for celebrate my 40th birthday, and I be the talk with me in my mind say I want to do something, in terms of advocacy or see which I go help. And then the idea come in, say, why you not going to advocacy for old people? Because then set of people there, so now people will, nobody know they talk for them. Maybe now just no the 1st of October, then we'll do a celebration, and after then go for wait again another October before then talk about them. Say, why you not come on board? You get so many homeless aged within our streets where they need support. Why you not come on board? So now through this way, this particular initiative come, into me for let us start this particular advocacy.
Now you start this advocacy and tomorrow go be the day we officially launch the organization. Although you don't already start for do things them for take care of them aged people there. So as we all know, October na whole month we the country them all over the world can use for celebrate old people and yesterday na be the International Day for the Aged. We see usai the Don Tony organization been go feed old people them and all. What are some of the things them for a start where you go engage in?
Okay, for a start, firstly, like tomorrow when at the launching, with the support, the King George's home, we they rehabilitate them water well, them pump, we they provide diapers, provide them some food stuff. But not just tap there, we target now the homeless, and we want to see how we give love and support to the homeless by looking at ways on how we take them off the streets. Though it's a very challenging something, we not really get the finance, but this is something we believe in, and they look forward to well-meaning ministerial unions, even government, if there is a place where they can get to the one-to-one organization, that we able for pull we mama them and we papa them off the street, so that we will help them for let them get a better life, because most of them we mama them there, we papa them they now then they beg in the streets, and looking at their age, then they do that because they want to get food. Some of them not get shelter, they not even get time for sleep. So that will be, we intervention immediately after the launch. And also We also get plan for going to community care, wherein we encourage every individuals, because one way or the other, we all who's how we come out, we get old people in there. And one for see how they encourage the community, let them self take ownership of old people, them, let it be their responsibility for the support old people, them, who's how you day, any community where you day, try for assist or help somebody where don't old, some of them they don't get family, some of them they're homeless, but with your little help you can give to them wherever you are, it will go a long way, with them. And another thing again where we plan for do now for see how would they get the young generation for let them believe say the old people them then still useful, the old people them then are people them who can learn a lot from. And we want for see how they create a platform where they get the old generation and the young generation for let them sit down and chat together, let them get the opportunity for ask themselves questions, learn from each other. Because what me can say is that we the young generation we know much about technology, and the older generation then get so many knowledge in a reservoir of knowledge, so there is so much we can tap from each other.
You talk about plenty things them as part of your intervention drive for CC the old people and live that kind of life they wish for them. But the plans them big and
Definitely.
it entails money.
Definitely.
Somebody go like for know how your foundation they come about for able raise them fund there and self support them people are across Salon.
Well, as of now only people we believe in this what they do. We believe say we for support the old people because then self we don't contribute towards this country better one. Now then people they don't come on board with the give support, and we they look forward to more people, especially the private sector, because most of the time we see lots of funds there for support other issues then. But I believe say it's high time then say begin think of ways for support old people in the country, because any community where then kind private sector then they exist, old people and and it's very good for us to give back to with old people. They don't be there for us, over the years, and now at the time we'll say for pay them back.
Okay, in name na Doreen Barry, in the founder and CEO for Dowa Tony Foundation for the Age. Continue for the duty inside the program. Good morning, Salon.
We will continue with the program Good Morning Salon. Earlier now we headline there we tell us say today we go talk to people we get organization them where they take care of Pekin and old people them. Well, we don't talk to one part of them people in there. We're not Doreen Barry, the CEO and founder for Don Tony organization for the aged. Well, we can out to the Sick Baby Project, and now the studio one more time. I want for welcome the lead campaigner winner Alfred Charles. Good morning, Alfred, and welcome to the program Good Morning Salon.
Good morning and thank you very much.
Alright, as we all know, the lead baby project been start by way them be get one picking when be the baby Charles, also they be the race couple for take care of this picking because they get some complication them. Well, from that time day to now, the lead campaigner been trying for transform this particular project for take care of other picking them. We can get difficult sick them, and then people them not can get couple for give them medical attention, or maybe sometimes pull them out of the country for get this medical attention. Well, from that time day to now, this particular project don't they do very well. Also, they don't take care of different picking them, and some of them put them picking there so then keep well and come back na the country, and the campaign don't become successful somehow. Well, we get the lead campaigner we go can tell we but other projects them where they not undertake, and how then they continue for raise couple for look after picking them waking they under the sick baby project. Mr. Charles, let me talk overall of the project where I don't get background to from the time when I start with the first speaking to now. How you go able for describe on a advocacy when I don't they do for get a funds for take care of picking them, we can get some complications.
Thank you very much. Well, firstly, for describe the whole process now one way can be very interesting because when we start this whole process with Baby Mustafa, the intention not been for just help Baby Mustafa and Don. But unfortunately, we've been too naive for things say Baby Mustafa have been the only picky way sick and get so much complication where we just want for help. Just immediately after Baby Mustafa, we been get about 3 other baby when I been Baby Mariama, Baby Darian, and eventually Master Carlos. And after that, the tons of baby them like flow in. And once then dividend they all begin for flow in, then it becomes very difficult for even for say no, we don't want then dividend they for reduce again, and so continuously we begin for struggle and manage up how we be able for ensure say then be there so get the requisite education and support what they need. And the fact say for raise money in a salon now a very difficult process, and so we begin for use of course 98.1 platforms. We're very grateful to the entire management and staff of 98.1. Use many other media houses them, but at the same time try for as much as we could reach out to business houses them, and so many business houses them in the initial timelines them been show interest that then go support, but along the line drop out because the culture for Gi na salon are a new phenomenon, and so for make we able to get people and for begin for support we own cause. Plenty time people then go tell you say why you not write projects to international organizations then. But people like you fail for realize say for spend like $14,000 for on one baby we get what we go call congenital heart disease, we go get for include in surgery and in flight and accommodation. It very difficult for $14,000 like 140 million leons right now, and that in a plenty money for make one organization spend up on one Pekin, so because of that they've been difficult, and so we're not ever able to write proposal to any other organization. Rather we continuously they do we own fundraising strategies, and so one of the strategy will be employ now for team up na street with boxes them and big. But even then they come with a lot of humiliation because plenty people and they way can pass up and then make statements. I remember just last week somebody say, I want a boxing must look big so. Many times so some people knock you one for puts, then you look for reasons them we go make them no puts. But we believe say we don't not go discourage you because we get a focus, and the focus now whenever we think of the Pekin and struggles them and the pains they wouldn't go through, it actually trigger away for make we continue for do what we do.
Mustafa Alfred, from baby Mustafa to the many Pekin them we don't pass through different phases under this project for let them go get medical attention. As you self stated earlier, for source funding in our country then next alone can be very difficult sometimes. We make you go through some projects them just follow you go get funding. I remember at some point when they sell mugs and other things them where people and they help on how them projects they also be help for them this particular sick baby project for raise couple for take care of them care.
Well, of course, then they contribute the small, but the selling of the mugs, the handbands, the marathon that we don't do, they all they contribute. But one of the things that we may actually, where we team they focus at, now that the selling of their different items, then they actually. Even though they give you the capital what they look for, but they help for make people and feel belonged and help for make people and feel interested in the project. And when people then become interested, because if you sell mugs, 75,000 leons as we sell them, even when we sell 1,000. It will still not get to that volume they will need for make we able for pay for a surgery. However, people that we don't show interest then things they do they sell. Now the same people the way they within the circles them we don't ensure say over the period, then we just pick up a phone and call and say, oh, I got 500,000 on where I want for Gi. Then they go a very long way. The major challenge what we get now, not to where we they sell only, or not to people the way they give money them one off. Now where we get say probably 1,000 or 2,000 Sierra Leoneans the way they say every month with the Gi Sick Picking project 30,000 leons. It's not much, but the volume of the people the way they give as that volume they continually go to increase now, so the money they increase and they go easier for we for able to reach the target. And so now that kind of situation they will look at, because once we're able to get institutions them, companies and organizations them, and individual them decide for put something small, and that volume of people and the way they put increasingly come on board, then it is easy for we for able to raise money.
Okay, Ishmael Alfred Charles, lead campaigner for Sick Picking Project. Continue for the week inside the program Good Morning Saloon. We come back to you. The program na Good Morning Saloon, we go for a short break.
Salon Commercial Bank don't come with new banking products them for make life easy. With Million Online Bank and Million Mobile app, you can able for use Salon Link money transfer for send money to anybody in like you not get bank account. Transfer or receive money na the same bank or any other bank. Transfer money to person or office in let you not get the account number. Buy Edsalite, pay other bill them, and now get advanced salary. You don't need for worry again but almost money then you earn. Because you can able for pay for things the way you buy in a supermarket and other shop them with the quick response code payment. Yagbadon done for we boss man them. With Beyond Online Direct, you can upload salary, pay all your supplier them, sell forex to Salon Commercial Bank, and watch your account anytime. If you need the app, download them from Google Play Store or any Apple Store, or go to Salon Commercial Bank website www.slcb.com. Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, delivering value.
The program na Good Morning Saloon, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We they continue for look at more issues inside the program Good Morning Saloon. And now we go na Slurry as the Saloon Agricultural Research Institute Slurry continue for implement the European Union COVID-19 Emergency Response Fund. Fund support to farmer them na the rural area them. The officer in charge of livestock research na Slurry, Dr. Dowa Yilase, the livestock them we they don't give to farmer them na Moyamba and Kenema district. Then go ensure say they monitor the farmer them for CC. They not eat the animal they are, but say then for make use of them for make them go boko. Dr. Yila talk this way, then go hand over 120 fallen oak to farmer them na Bailogo village na Moyamba district. Jala farmers. Farmer them from Kenema and Kailaon district, so that them go able for raise them livestock here, where then go add upon them production of animal farming na the country. For more on this, we join Princess Piers.
Livestock breeding. Now one research where the Saloon Agricultural Institute Slurry don't they do for CC, animal farming provide food security in the country. With this reason make, they don't introduce this system to farmer them, apart from the cropping farming, where they can get to them. But waiting at the reason for this, Dr. Tamba Bandabla, now the Deputy Coordinator for the European Union funded boosting agricultural food security projects at Saloon, through the Saloon Agricultural Research Institute Slurry, he explained.
Livestock, very important as Sierra Leone, but livestock they contribute less than 5.7% to the agricultural GDP. Despite that fact, the livestock remain very important for food security in Sierra Leone and even for household income generation. Produce improved breeds them with the production high, so that the demand for meat and egg will be reduced in this country. So we don't make some improved breeds of the chicken there and the pigs. So now they can distribute to them, so that they will use them improve breeds there and breed them, so that the production will high and the demand for meat will be met in this country.
For sake of this support to farmer them, make the officer in charge of livestock research for Slurry na Makeni, Dr. Dowa Yilase, the livestock them where they don't get to farmer them na Moyamba and Kenema district, then go ensure say they monitor the farmer them for see they use them and increase them production.
We can improve animals that we don't raise na we center, then with when at the fall then. They also will get pigs them back with them and improvement. Now we see not to crops no more. We do. We will bring the animals them back. So that way you get your crops, you get farmers. But the main purpose of the animals that we don't bring family, not for can eat so. Now we can see how we are going to multiply the animals then, because we have get for the time and time for can see how the animals and they do well with tuna.
But waiting farmer them will benefit from this support from Bailago village inside Moyamba district, and Jara farmer them think about this support.
So on behalf of me and my colleagues there, we depend this Bailago group here. We tell the EU tanky, we tell also the Slurry working place we help for implement this project here. We all know say this sickness we don't come at the world and we don't reach Sierra Leone. Again for left Boku Wahala, we go down. And one of the strongest Wahala we get for left, and the food Wahala. And this project now we don't come with so we who believe say na a timely intervention where the organization then don't undertake, then get for help we know say with the crops that we will get for produce and the livestock for with the real, it will help for tackle the food wahala.
With the woman there, where would they are? We boku, we not get man there. Now picking them we get. So the supporting we una don't can support una. I tell una plenty thank you. In behalf of Njala woman there, we don't put ourselves together, we don't begin to do farm work. Are the men then livestock there, then goats there, then chicken there. So I'm glad what you una don't do.
This support been same way so benefits farmer them na Kenema and Kailaun districts.
Me na Mrs. Lucinda Kadia to Jalo, she a lady for Choice Association Kenema. I tell the EU thank you for what they do for the government of Sierra Leone. Not so today Sierra Leone start for give something. Salary they don't give you seeds then, they don't give you crops, don't get this then foliar and pig then. Not a surprising thing to us. Sierra go do more than this for we. We not go make them shame at all. This we go mend them, then come over, we sell them, we get money, we eat them, all na help for we.
Well, me na SS Kamara, me na Akomot, Felibe Farmers Cooperative, Lana FFC from Benembu, Kailan District. I want to say many thanks to Sierra Leone, the government, particularly the EU. They don't give Mokutin for plants, so we tell them Moku thank you.
The Saloon Agricultural Research Institute SLARI go continue for implement the different projects them with support from EU for CC, farmer them benefit from them support here and address the plenty challenge when they get for do the work. For Radio Democracy, Princess Pierce reports.
We continue with the program. Good morning, Salon, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. We where they bring the program come to you this Friday morning. My name is Khadija Bangora.
And Musa Kamara.
We will look at more issues them inside the program as today, October 2nd, na World No Alcohol Day. For sake of this day, we get Robert Kondemakago, when are the chairman for Health Network Salon. We can talk more about this day and some part of the thing there with the organization they do for sake of this day. Good morning, Mr. Kago, and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon.
Good morning. Thank you very much for having me.
Well, October 2nd every year, na World No Alcohol Day, na a day where country them all over the world been put aside for letting defend with them how they go continue for raise awareness for tap the abuse of alcohol. This particular act, when the abuse of alcohol, plenty time as we all know, can happen among young people them. And young people them, we all know the important role where they can play every country and then can make up of the large part of the population. Well, now the most time organization then can engage on this day for tap the abuse of alcohol. Well, at the studio this morning, we can talk about this day. But first, Mr. Kago, let me start for talk about your organization, when at the Health Network Salon. When I partner with the Ministry of Health and Sanitation, the Ministry of Youth Affairs, the Youth Commission on different projects them we get for do with young people and safe most young people we can involve in drugs and alcohol. Today, this day, we can use them for raise awareness. What one organization don't really they do in then different partnership here don't they do within institution I just mentioned.
Thank you very much for having me. First of all, Health Network Salon one civil society advocacy organization we focus on health issue, especially to for the drugs and alcohol abuse in this country. And like you rightly stated, we get with partners that we work with, and then the Ministry of Health and the Youth Commission, and that of by extension talk about the selling from the CBON. We basically the do twin. We don't start this intervention since way back 2013 for engage young people and for disengage in the misuse of alcohol. For ensure say how also them for play leadership role in terms of building their capacity, in terms of thinking meaningful things who will bring development to this country. So and we don't do extensive engagement, and then since 2013-14, look at the trend at which young people and they misuse the alcohol, where things in the concern. In fact, as we speak, according to the Minister of Health, 17% of young people they consume alcohol on a daily basis. So that becomes serious alarm for we, and we play a very critical role in terms of identify what are these issues, what are the problems so far. We relate to that. We also learn CCS. Young people need for change their mindset in terms of let them contribute meaningful to development in this country. That is why, part of our work and mandate as a network, we ensure that we will provide the required information and dissemination so that people will disengage themselves in the misuse of alcohol. So from dates now, you look at now, currently you see the trend on the reduce drastically compared to when we started the campaign from 2013, 14, 15, rollout time. You find out now young people, they don't conscientize now, the knowledge based on this, so that for change their approach in terms of let them face their bargain role for playing society. So I think as part of our work as a network, this day when they set aside, although it was not official day, but this day became as a global effort by the WHOs and a cause for ensuring for reduce alcohol-related problem across the world. Where we get 190 member states will be signing a resolution call for the formulation strategy to address the problem of alcohol abuse. So, and I think all of this, we see, okay, we as a network, as one context as a CLO, we feel there's much needs to be done. Where we have to look at the key line ministry, we're responsible. Of course, talk about the Minister of Internal Affairs, the Minister of Health. We have to provide the required information so that people are able to understand what are the problem. You know, the issue of alcohol is something legal, but our focus here as an organization, our people being responsible. People not for the under the age of 80, they drink alcohol from misuse and will get a long-run effect on the head. So what will be calm as part of why we'll be urging all of these things. We not only just focus on the alcohol itself, also all that related issue. You find out say WHO say 2.5 million people the alcohol related deaths across the world. 2.5 million over the years, the cause related deaths. So that we say really say, and we'll look at the trend at which young people they do things in. You look at today, we get considerable number of clicks. Like you say, everything not drastically change. You know, we say this and that click and that automatically those kind of thing, because the information based and continue community engagement. Don't say yes, young people they say okay, now they're supposed to provide the leadership.
We can talk about then statistics here. Let we look at the theme for this year where the abuse of alcohol is a risk to COVID-19. COVID-19 day all over the world. We all know now by now a pandemic. And if we talk about the abuse of alcohol and for Salonia, we just don't make it clear say young people and are more involved in the abuse of alcohol. And at this time with the COVID-19 day, this particular celebration this year, how una go try for raise awareness in as much as una want try for reduce the abuse of alcohol among people but try for relate this particular theme to the current pandemic where Salona one by the country the way they suffer from.
Well, basically, this now we look at context team. We will look at we can find out say the COVID-19 do involve a lot of things at global level, even by extension Sierra Leone. We will find out say the trend at which young people be they gather, the trend at which young people be they go say log meet here, log we just do that chili, log do this. It's also a threat to reach to the COVID-19. So basically, what we did like from since this week here, we rolled out a campaign because. From starting from Monday, we observe the week where we'll do a symposium, count young people across so that we will let them understand what's the reality about the COVID-19. Because you find out says even though the government don't put regulations, then you find out that some people are still engaged in some certain activities there in terms of get chilling, get pool, this, that, way because my threats to COVID-19. So we look at and say it's supposed to be very compliant. Let people adhere to what the government say. Let them disengage. Most of those still did it. You know, this thing not to see where if you say it carry pass, yeah, glad business. But the fact that we are faced with current challenge, which of course is a global challenge, people have to understand what are the reality about this thing. So that is why we contextualize from the COVID-19 perspective, so that people are able to say, no, we need to look at from out of the box and let we engage on that. But mind you, one of the cardinal issues and where I think say we need to be addressed. We are in now. We as a network. From 2022, we don't see call government, let government address the issue of policy. Mind you, we get the Liquor License Act, which of course is very archaic act, and we get limitation in terms of area there. So we look at say, okay, now for level able address and compared to other countries like South Africa, we are in 30 million people in the country on a yearly basis. So which of course is worrisome. If you say drastic approach don't take by the South African government for able address it, you come to the Ghana and Nigeria, you say the same trend they transcend it. So What would they say? Government for say how them for introduce a strong policy. We'll talk about the issue of marketing, it's about pricing. Because if you go all over the continent, you can find out say a lot of factories already produce some more alcohol, of course 500 euros, which of course is very cheaper compared to when people go for buy goodies or this will get them 5%, very much. So people instead of before going for that low cost effective, go for the cheaper one, which of course is getting a long effect on them. Because could you imagine? Yes, Standard Bill, which of course is the institution established by an act of parliament for regulate and put standard on alcohol issues. You define out say when we start this in 2013.
We can look at the challenges them when it comes to the issue of alcohol na saloon and other issues them we you try for talk about. In him na Robert Kondema Kagbo, Chairman Health Network Saloon. The time for Ministerial clock na 8:16. We go for the short break. We can continue the program. Good morning, Saloon.
Because money easy for loss, like how it easy for broke egg. You save not for life you couple business to people they will not sabi, and one day we get ben. Union Trust Bank get all the correct and master sabi people them for help make you couple better. We na Union Trust Bank team up tiranga, so your money go fine with no wahala, and you no go get we kind service no other side. Make good use of we SMS alert where they show you your money transaction. Enjoy the internet banking services for check your accounts. Safe, you can visit our website on www.utb.sl for no more, but we order plenty products and service them. Now Union Trust Bank, excellence now it's on card. Union Trust Bank, the force and true Salomon Bank.
We continue with the program. Good morning, Salon, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Well, now they take one per we headlines to read them as they continue for give support to the land book sector under the EU support project. The Minister of Technical and Higher Education, the Deputy Director and the National Authorizing Office NAO, Robert Ganda, say EU through NAO don hand over 4 Land Cruiser Motocadem to the Minister of Technical and Higher Education, wey cost over €100,000, and he say this na support wey dem go give to the ministry for make them able for work proper one, especially in the area of supervision. Also dem can go na different learning institution them na the upline parts them na the country. Saptiu Kalon be the part of this handing over ceremony, and he go now report.
As part of the support to the land book sector, European Union, under the broad EU support project Nasalon, don't give support to the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education. And inside this support, for go hand over 4 Land Cruiser vehicle, the Deputy Director in the National Authorizing Office, Robert Ganda, where he be the hand over the 4 vehicles from EU through NAOEC. This support will then give to the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education, now as way for address the challenge where they don't get, for supervise other learning institutions them, especially the one they work in the provinces.
Well, is them works them or their activities and be hampered because means of transportation really bad. So as a result of that, there will be requests for even more vehicles, and also motorbikes for them, the people that are within the provinces. Now, part of the broad project we then call EU support to the education sector in Salon.
It continues in a 4 Land Cruiser vehicle. First, they don't hand over to the technical and higher education, and say them vehicle here cost over €100,000.
Can hand over 4 vehicles to the Ministry of Higher and Technical. Each vehicle they cost about €45,000. So if you multiply them by 4, then that they give you about 180,000. Well, we're quite hopeful because based on the cooperation we don't get so far from them, because based on the meetings we get with them, we find out they're quite proactive in terms of activities. So we do hope with them vehicle there that will help them the more in terms of implementing what them programs they look like.
Inside Ion talk for receive the vehicle them for the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education, Victor Cisse, the Director of Technology and Innovation, described this support as one way come the right time, especially for letting go they reach out to other institutions them within the provinces.
Actually come at the right time. We supervise all the higher learning institutions, and some they are terrain way very hard to reach, especially during the rains and even during the dry. So with them vehicles here now, it will make movement and supervision work of their institutions here very easy. We go able to do job.
Victor Sise continue say, with them vehicle where the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education don't receive from European Union through National Authorizing Office go make the improve and service where they give.
And this will certainly go put into good use and make sure say we deliver on our services to the public, where we'll continue for supervise and monitor the higher learning institutions across the country. So we'll use them both in the capital city and in the other provincial areas of the country.
This support from the European Union through National Authorizing Office now support we get for the receive under the EU project as well for improve Lambook business and salon. For the Society for Radio Democracy, me na Saptiyu Kalon.
The program is still listening to na Good Morning Saloon, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. We still get with studio guests them inside the program, Robert Konde Makagbo, Chairman Health Network Saloon, where they talk about the World Non-Alcoholic Day, we na today 2nd October 2020, and also Doreen Barry, they talk about the Dowa Tony Organization for the Age, and Ishmael Alfred Charles, they talk about the Sick Picking Project as in the lead campaigner. I come to you, Doreen Barry. We don't talk about you strive and why you come with the organization and you aim for them. We talk about partnership in any organization. Apart from your organization in aim way, you say you want to achieve, other people them they work in line with that, and get ministries and other organizations they work in line with your aim. What now the level of partnership where you plan for create? Do you the launch on tomorrow?
Definitely. This is something we not so just the one organization for the aged get for do. We definitely they work with the Ministry of Social Welfare, as we also belong to a platform for the welfare of the aged, where the ministry set up for CC. We all come together and try for address issues the way they affect all people in the country. And also we get a team of people them. We get a board, advisory board. We get people we believe say it's high time they give back to all people them. And we get people them where they're ready for give them all into this. So this is something we're very open, and we're looking forward, you know, in working with so many people in this, because we aim now for ensure say we change the mindset of young people, because most of the time young people just think say because somebody don't old, you know, spending much time with the person, you know, trying to forget certain knowledge or experience from the person, and just think say that person, that old person, just forget about her. So one for, you know, engage more on changing the mindset of young people towards older people.
Most of the adjective they use against old people na get na and sometimes they can describe as witch sometimes. What in your organization in plan for ensure say them message or then perception about old people forget about them?
In fact, that's done they happen for a long time now, and we want to let people understand say old age, you know, that kind, you know, thinking, that stereotype where people then get about somebody who don't all say, oh, this person a witch man. We really need for change that, because you self get for old one day, and when you old, you self not will let for let somebody refer to you, you know, that kind with it. So this is something we, that's why the campaign, it's something we need everybody for come on board, for let we see how we'll get people for accept we older people, and let we know say themselves we don't contribute to the country, and let we respect them, because that's what they need. They need we respect, they need we love, they need we support, and they need care, so that they self will live long.
So how decentralized this organization get for the, I mean, most times plenty activities then get for base na Freetown. How hopeful the organization they forgo now the provinces and the far reach areas? We say old people they suffer the same thing we they try for talk about.
Definitely we intend for go now the provinces, because like for the provinces you go see say you get some village where you go all man don't go na farm, they left the old people they no more, you know, now they no more day, and they don't old, they need people them for day around them, because they're not, most of them not able to do things on their own, then depend on somebody for help them out. So inside this we community care project, we intend for target the province system, and one for with people the way they free tongue where you know so you come out upline, like you know so go for the car knock na do mot because all go for the good na usa you come out for go take care of your old people them. We definitely get for the camp because we only self be part of this for support with old people them all outside and especially in the provinces.
Alright, continue for the between the program. Doreen will come over now to we other studio guest, Donna Alfred Charles, the lead campaigner na the Sick Baby Project. We don't talk about this project earlier, and self don't talk about how then they get funding for take care of picking them, we can get different health complication them. Alfred, let we look at now from on a first case we Nabi in Baby Mustafa to now. On don't they get different picking them, we don't they pass through this project for get medical attention. You can just give people them some of the statistics or the number of picking them we don't recover fully under this project.
Thank you. Actually, we get about 40 picking the way we don't help over the 2-year span where the Sick Picking Project done in existence. And right now we get 20 where we don't enlist. Before the COVID outbreak, I mean Sierra Leone specifically in March, we've been get 23, we've been in our list, but unfortunately within this period we don't lost 5. You know, so that's very unfortunate because we don't lost their numbers then they. It kind of worrying because continuously the picking them way we get now we list get different conditions. You know, we get the one that we get congenital heart disease when a condition then we a heart problem within the bone the picking with. Then can either be a tetralogy of the phallus or some other kind of complications that wouldn't go say it can get all 9 hearts or you know, or it gets in windows them gets problem at the heart and all them kind of issues then they can actually raise plenty challenge. And additionally we get other picking them also we get you know conditions the way they're not able for clearly describe. They're not able for like you see the physical issue but you know they're not able for we're not able for like get to that kind of stage yet. You know, and during this period, we're very grateful to Dr. Yalebi because the only pediatric surgeon we get in the country don't help we a lot for do plenty, you know, surgery them way them beginning and for don't pass away if not be not intervene. And you know the plane not been they go nowhere and India
because then that I just want to ask you how the pandemic, the COVID-19 really affect on our project because most cases they when I can send some of them picking there so overseas for get medical attention.
I mean the pandemic just throws spanners into everything we would want to do over the period. The mission where the Sick Picking Project gets primarily enough for save picking their life irrespective of the economic reality of the picking family. Most of the picking the way they get them very complicating circumstances then they now picking the way come out in very poor homes. And not only poor homes, but many times again, even from illiterate parents, them, we not even understand what's in the situation where they're around them picking them. So it requires lots of education and engagement for able for make me them understand. But however, with the COVID-19, we fundraising strategy they all we get for stop. You know, we not been get much engagement. You know, on the traditional media, we've been get for use a lot of social media. And we street campaigns they've been stopped. We just start back last week because many of the volunteers the way can come volunteer be worried for their own health situation. Now way people don't like get confidence now and you know the numbers of cases that would get as a country don't they reduce and so people are now they feel comfortable for come back in the streets even though way the street is still very tough and now one of the reasons that now they will make one for use this platform for ask family them say do ya not frown at we not look we bad where you see we in the streets we're actually only there to raise money for picking their way sick. You know you can look up on the website or on the Facebook page and see the kind of work we don't do 40 picking them not a small money.
You all they recover small things they go back to normalcy and according to you just say last week now on a start back on a street campaign for raise funds any immediate project they way like when I get certain number of picking them wanna say this are the next targets and this will need this amount of money for let themselves go get your medical attention.
Interestingly, among the 18 picking the way we get right now on our list, where they look for help, we get 11 of them were they in critical condition, the way we urgently want money for. And, you know, like Melvin Breimer, for example, gets a congenital heart disease, you know, and that kind of condition, the minimum for do the surgery itself is about $5,500. And for pay for in travel with mama all the way to India and accommodate them and did it for the period where they go do the treatment, going to go to almost $14,000. Yeah, and we get 4, 5, 6, 7. We get 7 picking them among the 11 right now. We're urgent. We get congenital heart related issues. Them, you know, congenital heart disease them gets their own different challenges or different ways the way they affect the picking them, and so all them picking them, you can imagine how urgent it is. And among the one that who also been done lost, 3 of them been there with a congenital heart related issues then get, and now a major challenging situation. We wish we able to get a deeper research into understanding what are the reason we make we get plenty picking them in Sierra Leone in recent times we get congenital heart disease, even though we want some medical doctors say probably it might be the painkiller the way the belly woman can take when they can get the belly because of the baby and the challenges the way they can get. However, we then still you know, be an hypothetical kind case because you know confirmed. However, we look forward to having a medical research where we want to ask the Sierra Leone Medical and Dental Council for looking to that kind of thing there, so that we're able to mount better campaign, not only for raise money for men to begin their way they don't seek, but also for make we able to educate with people them and continuously make the people that understand. We know say health education are a very challenging situation at Sierra Leone.
All right, continue for the program. Alfred Charles, so we producer and the mix sign say we forgo now na studio too, but that's na Alfred Charles in a lead campaigner na the Sick Baby Project, and then get 7 picking right now with an urgent case, and one party case that we really in an emergency and need for sick medical attention. They need over $140,000 millions for care that picking day na India for let it go get medical attention. Well, if you listen to them and you don't support the Sick Baby Project and you want for support this speaker, you can reach out to Alfred Charles. We go announce some of the numbers them later on at the program for let you self go give you support so that this speaking way na emergency case go India and get a medical attention. We're gonna studio 2 and take this commercial break. We'll come back and continue for talk to studio guest them na the studio this morning.
Causing confusion. But this confused me, boo. Look where Uncle Nat in Wall Solid. Look in block them with them beat for them, where they save solid, and at the same amount of cement and sand then they use for beat me on. But look what in the happen. Me wall down for them, all the block they all don't scatter. It like say some kind magic they behind this. You want to know the magic behind this? Now the superior quality, extra strong, extra life and extra yield cement where are the use, and that's not Dangote 3X Portland limestone cement. Dangote cement na the highest grade cement in the country, when a 42.5 R grade cement when no one day come na this country, and a one of the highest grade pan cement where you go get na the wall. Where you want your concrete, wall and block solid, use Dangote 42.5 R cement, you no go regret them. You go get Dangote 42.5 R cement na online shop and building material store na the one whole country. Rokel Commercial Bank don't make a the waka with me bank na me phone. Rokel Commercial Bank go make you the waka with you bank na you phone. Them been come with SIM copper and now they don't increase the facility. For sure say na them na the Alagba banking business na now they don't come with SIM copper plus. They don't come with SIM copper plus. This service go allow you for send money to person where they salon anytime you want. It no matter the mobile coming where it is. As you send me go get some quick one. What's nice inside salon you do? You money go reach you. It no matter if you dey na the east, west, north, south. So secure then you go na Google Play Store and search for the app.
SimCopper Plus, I say download them. Follow the instructions and register your device. The process no long now if you reach 2 minutes. When you done the bank, go send message na your phone. For confirm say na your phone number bang bang. Enjoy e-copper and more facilities. SimCopper Plus, it come for we all. You dey na city or village, just na salon you dey. You e-copper go reach you dey. Heads up, top up safe now they're under the facility. With e-copper, you can cash out your money from any local commercial bank agent or branch all around the country.
The program is still listening to now Good Morning Saloon. We come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We come to we other studio guest, Robert Kondema Kagbo, Chairman Health Network Saloon. We therefore talk about World Non-Alcoholic Day. We not today. Earlier you been they make mention of policies and laws for ensure say then issues are so minimized. What are some of the policy challenge and law challenge them when it comes to drug issues?
Well, basically, you know, we get the Liquor License Act, you know, which of course 1960 license act. We're not the archaic license. We're not getting nothing. We're going to reflect. We're able to control the level at which the level at which the trend to go for the young people. And so I think government need for review the act, because basically, if I tell you, the manufacturing industry, they are making a lot of money in the hospitality industry, where the liquor license just go by 250. That they pay for at the court. So you look at the coordination effort between the judiciary, that of the council, because city council then they sell the give license to the alcohol, they do they sell and treat. It's about a coordination effort between all sector players then, so that we're able to address the problem. One of the things we are CC, I think if we're able to get a strong law, we're able to guide in terms of marketing, in terms of the production, in terms of the distribution. I think that will be the impact. For instance, if you go to Singapore, the laws are very clear there. When you pass 5 o'clock, you need to sell alcohol at any shop. If you go for buy, you need to buy, unless you go to club. You need to sell alcohol at 5 o'clock. When all shops are closed, no alcohol. When you go for buy, you need to sell you. So forget the law, there are same laws there, where you see say the trend they drastically reduce, but because of the law, not the way they guide, without for going for bad or without for sell. For instance, you see, it's a major problem for we as a society. Even the parents they get role for playing all of this fight. Mind you, like how all of this fight to say with the fight for let young people, especially people over the age of 18, not for go by. You find out say based on we will find this I would do. You see say especially poor community area. Parents and they send their picking there, we don't under it for go buy home, which of course is a concern. And if you law there, you go must go ask, say, you go must ask produce you. If you go to Europe, you go produce your license or your passport before they say I'll call you.
Mr. Kagbo, somebody where go they listen to you go and say some of them people here way get their organization or they advocate or they try for raise awareness against the alcohol abuse. Una know the problems, una know all the issues them, but people can only hear it from their organization. They are there like this. After then they are so the engagement no can continue again.
Well, you say like I say from 2013, where activities that don't concentrate on how alcohol and other drugs affect our dynamic population between the age of 10 to 25. And mind you, alcohol is part of our mandate action. You see, we are health-focused organization, so alcohol and drugs is part of our engagement, not only for say because of the day. We always want to continue for engagement. In fact, as we speak, we get with other colleagues, civil society organizations, the slapper and the rest of the thing forward, which of course taking the lead, so that we will be coordinated with other civil society, so that we will approach government and let policy be. Because we are making progress. Yeah, we are making progress for just say we forget this law, the lights here, things that we pass. One of the things, like what they say, we're responsible for all of this problem. And the fact says, if you go out on the Twitter, you go say we get number of shutters that we get different. Last year you get police. Couldn't imagine you go make so crazy. You get what mama picking some tiwa. It sound crazy, absolutely. So because of the guidelines not there, how they forget about this is a concern. But you know when I Ghana, if you go see shutters they sell it, you go put another small rubber there. Even though you go small, but it's expensive. But if you say not expensive, you go buy 500 do. It's a concern.
Earlier where you been they make you point about alcohol intake na salon, you say you don't reduce.
Yes.
But somebody where they listen to you now would wonder who say una go get these statistics, because when you look at the issue of alcohol and drugs na salon now, even the people where they take and now they produce them you now, like for the Pampas water, for instance, and other products. Then they produce and now for drink them. Somebody go to wonder how una say it don't reduce while people they diverse ways now for create them for themselves and drink.
I will tell you when this government come, you will see say the dynamics change in terms of the number of clicks. You hear about clicks now? Tell me, but them who click like how because what they misuse their call. I they tell you from empirical evidence why they talk here. And from an informed background, they tell you that yeah, this na part of work. Baby, this. I don't start this thing from 2013. 2013, I don't invite all the manufacturing industry where they produce alcohol in this country. Yeah? I started BOD for tell us this is not in position. Therefore, go back to the drawing board for reduce the content of the alcohol because the content too high. I go just book a chart set of 500 million, you go for 45%. It's ridiculous. So the trend that they reduce. Now, if you see now, based on we find this, when we go to community, especially fishing community, the level of intake don't go drastically to reduce. The level of clicks don't reduce. You know, the number of clicks again. So now there more be there because of the knowledge base of the day among young people. Now that make me misleading to that person. Because one of the responsible factors is, I go just buy alcohol, you go mix out diazepam or tramadol. Because you got a long effect, it will make you crazy. Because all of this what they say so, this alcohol they say so, not to foresee the help we, they are making money for go make our own country. So for we as a citizen, as a civil society organization, we engage on evidence base. We look at say these are the issues, the reality. So I want people there for disengage themselves in the mission of alcohol. I make today the program is going to be a very interactive session at the civil service in Nicole from here. Now they are the move, the civil service in Nicole. We do participants across the country, young people there, where they can discuss the way forward for 2021.
Right.
Because we'll find out one for no CS, we need to forget this policy. Come 2021, we will address one of these pitfalls there in the sector.
Continue for the return of the program, Robert Konde Makago, in the chairman for Health Network Salon. There today, we talk about the no alcohol day winner today, October 2nd every year. We country them can celebrate this day for raise awareness against alcohol abuse.
The program na Good Morning Salon will continue for look at more issue as this BNTM, the office of the First Lady, been received 45th container of medicine from people really support them. Because of this support, the First Lady, Madam Fatima Bio, Bidongo give medical medicine them to the 34 military hospital, beside the commanding officer for the joint medical unit, Colonel Dr. Stephen Silvalise. E no go take again the 34 hospital go get electronic health system we go keep record of patients them where they go na the hospital. Usman Kamara gets more Igona reports.
The 34 military hospital na hospital where they treat all kind person. Save this hospital don't help during the time where the Ebola sick then at the country and still the help for fight the coronavirus na Salon. For Sika Olen Epia, where this hospital on the ghetto Salon people, make the First Lady, Madam Fatima Bio, don't go give medicine them to this hospital as support. Colonel Dr. Stephen Silvali, now the commanding officer joint medical unit, a start for explain about some of the thing them, where this hospital they carry on with now.
Let me just mention that the 34 military hospital have developed a lot of capacity in healthcare response. We manage the most critical cases and it is the center of excellence right now. We have developed intensive care unit capacity of 13 beds that is just outside. Of course, remarkably, you will not fail to notice that there is an ongoing road construction. Last year, we conducted breast cancer screening in collaboration with the Well Women Clinic. And as I speak to you, we also produce alcohol-based hand sanitizer, which is in front of you right now. We also are moving towards electronic record systems now. So in this facility, our health records are purely electronic, and there is the guarantee that you go and come back in 50 years, you can access those records.
We immediately talk inside this Aninoba ceremony. The Chief of Defense Staff, Lieutenant General SICCC, not to the first and this the First Lady, don't they support 34 military hospital with medical team them.
The AXMAC, like most other institutions, have benefited tremendously from your support in numerous occasions, demonstrating your commitment to serving, love for humanity, tender heart of the mother of the nation. Firstly, it was the recruitment of over 200 all-female military personnel pioneered by your office. That venture did not only go down in our history books, but clearly establish your vision to promote gender parity in Sierra Leone, and an indicator of what was to come. Ma'am, although women representation is still low across the force, that equipment has helped in narrowing the gender gap in the Republic of Sierra Leone forces. A good number of those personnel are now deployed across the force and in foreign lands promoting global.
Madam Fatima Bio, na the first lady na saloon, we immediate talk is say, them medicine na for help against the coronavirus, but say, not a coronavirus medicine.
I'm here to donate medicines that I believe that we need, medicines that I believe that we can use for the fight for coronavirus. It is not a corona medicine, but it also helps with symptoms. So I'm here to donate them. It is from a very good friend, Mr. Kim, who sometimes ago actually asked the foundation, the Mada and Fatima Bio Foundation, as to what is it that we want them to help us with, and we told them medicines. And true to his words, he made sure we have these medicines.
First Lady, Madam Fatima Bio carry on say, na 34 hospital, Kenema Government Hospital, Kono Government Hospital and the Kisi Mental Home go benefit from the 40 feet container medicine them.
34 is one of the hospitals that are going to benefit from these medicines, and the other hospital is the Kenema Government Hospital, the Kono Government Hospital, and the Kisi Mental Home Hospital. So they are the ones that are going to be benefiting from a 40-foot container of medicines that was donated to the office of the First Lady. But sir, I indeed ask that I want to be part of the pediatric and the children's ward in this hospital. And as we're here today, it is not something that I wanted to talk about until I am sure that Mr. Sivali would have provided us what we require. All we are asking for is for you to bless us with a land around the hospital so that we will build a brand new.
Madam Fatima Bio end up calling the military for join hand with them for tap the bad thing then way they happen to Uma and Gal picking in a salon and say it go continue for getting support to this hospital and the military. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Mina Usman Kamara, the report.
The program is still listening to Good Morning Saloon, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. And we don't just be joined by one of we guests in the studio, Alex Lawrence Kuma. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Okay, Alex Lawrence Kuma, na producer na Radio Democracy 98.1 FM and also in a past student na the Albert Academy. It's a local and the great Albert Academy. As we all know, Albert Academy then find them inside 1904 by the UAMC mission as one of the boys secondary schools them now West Africa for promote education. And over the years, this school don't they contribute to the human resource development of the nation as they don't produce people like Siaka Stevens, Albert Magai, Joseph Fitzgerald Kamara, Napoleon, and also Dr. Francis Sowa, all na product of this great school, and also they don't produce prominent journalists. Them it's look at Thomas Dixon, Alex Lawrence Kuma, and inside 98.1 we get plenty academicians them, Alex Lawrence Kuma, Cherno Jallo, Usman Kamara, and DJ Ahmad. As they celebrate the 116 years anniversary, we get Alex Lawrence Kuma, one of the producers of Radio Democracy. We can tell you about the celebration. Good morning again and welcome to the program.
Oh, thank you, Musa, thank you. And I just privilege for attend such a great school.
Migo St. Augustine and St. Augustine Alunge and are proud for the Augustinians.
Thank you.
Tell me more about this celebration 116 years anniversary of the school.
Of course, as we all know, Albert Academy is the greatest school now West Africa, and of course Sierra Leone. We all know the records. You started calling names, and I'm not going into names because we don't know what in Albert Academy can do. When it comes to celebration, I'm not going to the success stories of the Albert Academy anymore. I'm going to the celebration. We have to celebrate in a COVID way. Everybody know when it comes to celebrations, when it comes to academic performance. Now we always on the lead. Now we start everything. Other schools always on the following. But this year, the COVID. So we have to do things in a COVID way. We have to celebrate with school in a COVID way. Because of the greatness of the school, because of the greatness of the people that we don't come out at the school, we're not going to just sit down so full and full foot. So what you do, of course, everybody knows October 4, on a Sunday. What this year for don't be so unique. So therefore, don't begin from 8 o'clock morning, 10 and 8. So tell do we Founders Day, then from there we do Thanksgiving or March. But because of the COVID, we're going to the school. We go in at the school, do we Founders Day, we do we Thanksgiving, and celebrate ourselves. Discuss Albert Academy. Talk about the success stories. And again, see our best to go move this school from the level where it is now to another level. Where many of you now not able to reach anymore.
Now we plan see like during the celebration we can see match pass. We go see on this year again.
No, well, around like I'm tell you on Sunday we're not able for match, but 12 o'clock we're in at the school. Also we go doing in with different colors. Of course, the great Albert Academy, when it comes to colors, we get the most attractive colors in this country. So we go there in the colors now the school. Celebrate the success stories over the years. COVID-19, no grief for make we go na the streets of Freetown like how they used to say we. To line at the streets of Freetown and Shaka Stadium Street, and people celebrate the successes where the school don't make. But we go still can at the school, and one thing for no, we go in a COVID way. And on Saturday, we get a football match. So we play at 3 p.m. We play class of 2000 and class of 2002. They come together and play themselves. And December, we get AGM. So we get again a new executive for the alumni. Because one thing we don't able to do, we the alumnus of the Albert Academy, we don't able to put the foot down for see how great this school will continue for be and for maintain the greatness of the Albert Academy.
Okay, finally, as we round up, we mentioned say when I get people like the first anti-corruption commissioner GFK, and also we get Umaru Napoleon Kuruma, the current deputy AG, and also we get then Dr. Francis Sowa, now lecturer at Afrobe College. What are they would expect for seeing at this celebration?
Like I tell you, we can't to greatness, we can't to names. You know, the Albert Academy not able to call because from the gate, you go apply and they meet them. You go to all institutions with it. And one thing if you know, Albert Academy the only institution where they do everything. We get accountants, we get lawyers, we get journalists, all sorts of people, and they doctors. So as a result, we not get for call name of people we go see. Okay. But we go see like Napule say we get for talk, we go be keynote speaker, we get for get Shebom, we go chair the program, we na Ame Shebom Kanu, we the head the National Shipping Agency, and other great people we go there, and we go see we all day 19 people, 19 academy people there. Self go there and we'll go celebrate, and next year we'll go to the streets of Freetown and celebrate with the people of Sierra Leone. Thank you for having me.
Okay, thank you very much, Alex Lawrence Kuruma, producer Radio Democracy 98.1. I see the talk on behalf of the Albert Academy. He said me could call and the great Albert Academy. Wishing her all the best as they celebrate 116 years of existence October 4 this year. The program na Good Morning Saloon.
We continue with the program and we come back to the other studio guest them as we try for wrap up the program now. We'll come to the CEO and founder for the Dowa organization for the aged. As tomorrow then go officially launch this organization. Also then go they do different things them for give care, love and support to all people them within a different homes them and safe the one that we not go it and homes them but then they na then you host them. This organization go then ensure say then give them all the love and care. Look, and now quickly to Madam Barry, we are the CEO and founder for this organization. During tomorrow officially, when they launch this organization, and somebody who don't they listen from we begin for talk some of the things that will make you form the organization and some of the projects that we going back on, and maybe once for give a support to your organization, how they go able for contact the Dowa organization.
Okay, quickly then can do that. Contact we in our Facebook page, the Anthony Organization for the Aged within our Facebook, and also you can call on 076-689-451. And quickly also the launching, not just the launching. We want we can forget people they make commitment statement as to how they intend for support the aged, and also we want for create a platform wherein the young people them go come around the old people them for let them interact with the let them feel say themselves now very important people in the society, and we appeal to all who don't send invites to, and we also they try forget people that go can entertain them like some musicians them, you know, let them shake body because they need all of them kind of thing, and they, some of them don't say where they get them kind and things, and also want for create all that kind of opportunity tomorrow. So you would invite with the big like you attend, and then you can get some time with old people then.
So
because
one day we you know invite but one for go.
well, we also open to them because one for let themselves can see, you know, how the home day and you know how then they take care of the people them, and some of them they themselves want for interact with people, and sometimes you don't, sometimes somebody they the way you don't say what you see and where you go come you must see the person that come where they come around that they give them hope, you they make himself feel say he gets a reason for let he live.
All right, and outside the launching go be tomorrow.
Okay, the
what
launching
time?
they take place now King George's the sixth home and at Grafton, and we they start by 9:30 tomorrow morning.
All right, thank you very much, Doreen Barry, and quickly Alfred Charles, lead campaigner for the Sick Baby Project. Earlier, you talk about 7 picking them way, na the main focus right now because they need urgent medical attention, and one part them picking they wanna need like 140 million loans for give them the attention we need. Maybe somebody they out there want for donate or want for support this particular project. How them go able for reach out to you?
So they can actually reach out to we through we website www.sickpikin.org, or on we Facebook page the Sick Pikin Project, or they can come na number 19 Savage Street, Caritas Freetown office, or they can call we on 076-722-736 or on 088-230000. And we also want to use this opportunity for say thanks to NACIT, because NACIT actually don't be one of the corporate institutions that we don't demonstrate lots of support towards the Sick Pikin Project, and of course the Ministry of Health and Sanitation. Also over the period they provide small support. We did negotiation with them right now for make them provide some support for some of this picking them, and we hope say then we expedite down there also, so that we go for send them picking they also go for the surgeries them. We go back then come back and become you know, happy picking them like how the other one they already celebrate right now look like. And additionally, we want for ask fumble them for make them make sure say then continue for think about the sick picking them, you know, because outside on the streets where we do on the streets fundraising campaign, sometimes it can be very tough, but we want to ask people to be very friendly to we. If you're not able to put money safe, at least give the people the way they volunteer a smile, because then they do them only for the love of humanity.
All right, thank you very much, Alfred Charles. About Kone Makabo, Chairman Health Network Salon, and today na no alcohol World No Alcohol Day, and on our organization done they work with different institutions them for ensure say una raise awareness about alcohol abuse. This day today, waiting exactly una go engage on quickly.
This day going to be a symbolic day. We get a line up activity for since we start the week Monday. We get a symposium we get a community sensitization. Like for today, after the engagement, the observance of the day, we get for go to communities here with a mobile vehicle sensitization for go so that we raise the level of awareness, let people understand since today is October 2nd and World No Alcohol Day. We primarily focus one for ensure whilst the factories they make profit in the hospital industry, they also get for the part of the corporation responsibility by where they for provide the required information, by where they for understand say yes, they also get role responsible for play. You know, go produce alcohol, you did, at the same time you do also retail. Because now one of the things that we observe where things are major concern. We also want for ensure say the parenting wait till the day. That is why we go to communities and deprived communities, remote, especially fishing communities, and they don't understand what's the implication that for the way they send them picking there. So in all of this, all things for embodied we are in government for try fast law we get this law so that most of those things will be captured. So that picking will just go. Parents will just say picking go buy alcohol. If we get a law, we go see yes. If you go buy alcohol, they must ask you. Let you produce your ID card or your passport before they even send you license, because you know just go to all kinds of. For instance, this thing don't happen. Not that this thing part of it, because if you go to this they happen on a daily basis. Where things a major concern. So we want for she said we young people contribute many for the development of this country, and so today we draw participants from various youth groups organizations. That is why we extend the invitation to the Ministry of Trade and Industry. We are then responsible. We then they also they give trade license to the one who the police are called. We also extend to the Ministry of Health and Sanitation, the Ministry of Youth Affairs, the National Youth Commission, the Inspector General of Police. So we all can discuss. It's a concerted effort, including the pharmacy board, where then they regulate drugs and misuse of drugs at this content. So today is going to be an interactive session. We'll give opportunity to young people and then we discuss the way forward.
Okay, thank you very much for coming to the program Good Morning Salon. Well, now this edition of the program Good Morning Salon go left you for today. Plenty thank you to we studio guest them, Ishmael Alfred Charles, lead campaigner, Sick Picking Project, and also Doreen Barry, Dowa Tony Organization for the Age, and also Robert Kondema Kagbo, we na the chairman Health Network Salon, we can talk about the non-alcoholic day, we na today. Well, and self plenty thank you to executive producer Michael Sambola and Alex Lawrence Kurma, we produce the program, and the rest of the Good Morning Salon team. Plenty thank you to Moses Kavura and Franklin Pemagbi, we make us you live na Facebook, and self DJ Lava, we give you the technical support. So till next week, Musa Kamara, they say bye-bye.
And Mina Khadija Bangwa, they say have a blessed weekend.